The 24 hours before a budgie dies, and what actually happens during them. This is the video most budgie channels will never make, because it is uncomfortable, because it is painful, because nobody wants to think about this until they are already standing in front of an empty cage, replaying the last 24 hours in their mind, and asking the question that destroys every owner who loses a bird this way. Did I miss something? I am going to answer that question today, honestly, completely, with everything we know about what actually happens inside a budgie's body and behavior in the final hours of their life. First, the thing that breaks owners most when they finally understand it. Your budgie almost certainly did not die suddenly. A bird that seems to have suddenly died may have actually been ill for several days. Several days. While your budgie was chirping, eating a little, sitting on their perch, looking at you with those bright eyes, their body was already in crisis. Already fighting. Already losing ground on something that had been building for days before you had any idea it was there. This is budgie biology. In the wild, a sick bird is a targeted bird. Predators hunt the weak ones, the ones who show it. Looking at this timeline, comparing actual illness to visible symptoms, the survival mechanism becomes clear. So budgies have evolved over thousands of years to perform health, to mask illness, to appear strong until the moment their body can no longer maintain the performance. Birds hide signs of illness until they are too sick to disguise it any longer. The moment symptoms become visible is actually the moment the bird's performance fails. Their body has simply run out of the strength needed to keep the sickness hidden. Understanding this biological deception is the only way to recognize the actual 24-hour warning window before it is too late. Let's walk through what those final hours look like. It begins quietly, almost invisibly. In the early hours, sometimes 18 to 24 hours before death, your budgie becomes slightly less themselves. Not dramatically, not in any way that screams emergency. They sleep a little more. They eat a little less. They chirp a little quieter. They move a little slower. These signs are very difficult to detect. Subtle, easy to explain away as a tired day, a mood, nothing to worry about yet. This is the window, the moment that, if caught, gives a vet the best possible chance. As the hours pass, the signals grow louder. The feathers stay puffed for longer. The budgie stops moving, choosing one spot and staying there. Most owners miss this early window. Evolution designed these signs to be easily dismissed as a tired mood, ensuring the bird remains inconspicuous. Soon, the internal struggle becomes visible externally. Watch for the tail bob. That rhythmic up and down movement of the tail with every single breath indicates the respiratory system is in serious distress. The bird is recruiting every muscle in its body just to pull in air. When nostrils alone can no longer supply enough oxygen, you will see the open beak. This is a critical sign of respiratory distress. Their body has crossed a threshold. Open beak breathing and tail bobbing dictate immediate nighttime emergency veterinary intervention. Do not wait until morning. Do not watch and see. Find an avian vet that hour. Because the next stage comes fast. The cage floor. This is the moment most owners describe as the moment they knew. A budgie on the cage floor has lost leg strength. The tendon lock system holding them on the perch suffers total mechanical failure. The body reroutes energy from digestion, prioritizing only the heart and lungs, resulting in discolored or no droppings. Avian metabolism is incredibly fast. Malnutrition and dehydration become fatal after just 24 to 36 hours without eating. The energy required to crack a seed or swallow is energy their body can no longer spare. In the final hours, the brain begins to lose coordination. You may see trembling, a loss of balance, or the bird walking in circles. This leads to the final neurological signal, a seizure, a rapid, violent loss of motor control, where the wings beat and the body convulses as the internal temperature plummets. Then comes stillness. Through all of this, the bird usually remains silent. No cries, no distress calls. They stay quiet and puffed, performing strength until their biological systems systematically shut down. If you have lost a budgie this way, understand that you are fighting millions of years of evolutionary camouflage. Their every survival instinct was pointed at concealing the very signals you needed to see. Set that guilt down. Blaming yourself serves nothing when your bird's own biology was actively working to keep you in the dark. The way you honor what you missed is by knowing it now. Replace that weight with proactive knowledge. Memorize the escalation. Quietness leads to tail bobbing, which leads to the cage floor, which leads to trembling. Establish a relationship with an avian vet today while everything is fine. Do not wait until you are in a frantic search during an active crisis. Observe your bird actively tonight. Trust your gut. If you suspect something is off, act before it gets worse. Your budgie cannot tell you they are struggling. They can only sit on that perch and trust that you will notice. Notice.